Hello, Tommy again. Tommy's Tips and Tricks. I got called for a wind repair today. You can maybe see in the trees up here, it's blowing pretty good. Homeowner called about some shingles that blew off. So we're gonna go take a look and see what we can find. There's nothing here on the garage. As you can see, I'm already tool belted up. Alright, right up here, so you can see up there they had some wind blowage. Just took off maybe 3 or 4 shingles. What I'm thinking is what I explained to the homeowner is they live here on the first street. They're out in the country, rural area, but they set up on top of a hill. Right over in this area there's a lake, so there's really not much wind block. And if we turn back around and we look at the house here, the way the wind's coming through right now is, I believe, is coming through and it's hitting this main part of the house right here. So when the wind hits that, what I'm thinking is that it'll ride up this valley area, right up there. So the wind comes in, hits this part of the flat house, and then it wants to go back. Okay, when it does that, those shingles right there, that's going to be the prone point for that, because that wind's coming in so hard and it's got to go somewhere. It's going to go up over the house and around the house, but it's also going to come backwards. With that being there and that much wind forcing it in, it's just grabbing a hold of just them few shingles right there at the top, and it's just taking them off. So we're going to get up there, we're going to pull out the broken shingles and replace the new ones. See if we can get up here. Little tight spot here. Oh. Yeah. Lock it in. Alright, well, it only looks like 1, 2, possibly 3 shingles, which is manageable. Pull these apart here. Climb up here and get on my trusty pitch hopper here. There we go. Now we're a little more comfortable. So we want to make sure that we're pulling these nails. If we're leaving them in there, what'll happen is the shingle that you put in will end up with just a little bump on it. It'll allow wind to get back in there. Please don't go nowhere. Alright, so since this one was creased and there's a big hole here and holes from the nails that pulled through, we're actually going to take this one out. So to get that one out, we'll have to do it with 2 exposures. So this one is where it's nailed into here. This exposure nails the top side of this shingle here. So we'll get in here and take these ones out too. Ceiling underneath that second row there. Alright, she looks pretty clean. Got one here. Take these ones out too so we don't get that bump that I was talking about earlier. Well, we'll have to go down and get her crop gun, man. All right, so now that we got everything tore out, we're gonna go ahead and start putting it back in here. And remember, we gotta stay 12 inches off our keyway. And since this is a window plate, we're gonna try and get our nail right in that second layer area. Put another one right back in that hole, just so we can plug it. Then when I hand seal that, that'll be just fine. This one should slide in there since we pulled all of our nails out. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. That shouldn't go nowhere. Alright, now remember we took those nails out of that top shingle so we can get this one back in there. Now you can probably see there's nail holes in that last shingle. You got to have stops somewhere. You're always going to have some like that. But when I come back in to hand seal these down to help prevent them from blowing off again, these areas right here, don't know if I can catch that on the camera. But these areas right here where there's a hole in the shingle, I'll get some sealant applied to that, and that's actually what will hand seal this shingle down to the new ones. Check the rest of them. Oh, the nails look good. Still not tacky. I mean, it's tacky, but not enough to get them a good seal. And that's probably from when the wind came through and started working them loose. Now, we get to go back down there where the crop bin fell down. I'm an older guy. You probably hear a lot of weird things coming out of me if we do this more in the future. Just trying something new with the whole social media thing. Tends to help drum up some new work. People get confident with seeing you do things. And it's given us a reputation for the company I work for over the last 25 years. So, let's get back up here and get stable. Alright. Now that we're up here, remember we just replaced those 3 shingles. Loosened up that last 4th one. So what we'll do here is we'll just come and put quarter to dime size pieces of sealant, or areas of sealant I should say. One at this corner, one roughly a foot over, and then another foot over, and then on this corner too. What that does is that'll help that set up. So it won't be so hard for them to blow off again. Hopefully the winds stay down and don't work these up and down. We try to come out here as soon as we can to take care of issues like this. Got a chance of rain coming this weekend, so homeowner really wanted these taken care of as soon as possible. Take care of that 4th one that we were talking about. Now, you remember them holes I was telling you from the old nail holes? That's where I'm going to try and put my sealant here. So not only will it help hand seal that shingle, but it'll also cover them holes from where that shingle blew out. Apologize for all the high grunt and things like that. Been doing this as long as I have, and get kind of a workout. Another little one there. Alright, now like I said, we're gonna check out some more of this roof because this is the area that was loose with those shingles down there. There's a little loose corner there, loose corner there, loose corner. We're actually down into our repair there. Yeah, it's kind of loose, I don't know. The rest of these look pretty good. It seems to be right down at the bottom of the E, which if I turn around here, you can kind of see that lake over there, I hope. And then how that wind comes in and just hits the side of this house, wants to come back up this valley, over the house. So that area down here, actually this whole area, is really seeing some wind views. I don't see anything on this section here. There's a little bit. Let's try and get some in there. Remember, you don't want to run all the way down the shingle with your sealant. What that'll do is that'll just prevent the actual tar strip on the sealant. There's another one there, it looks like. Check the nails. She needs a nail. That one right there. Over the nail hole. Over the nail. All pretty good. Nothing here. So this section on this side here, well, other than that, I think everything else looks really good. So now what we'll do is check everything. Little tiny shiner right there. That's because I was trying to get that second layer. So we'll get that. There we go. Disappeared. Alright, well, hopefully that helps somebody learning about directions of wind, and it might not be your installer that did the work as the cause. It might just be from the way your house is positioned, the area you're at. Like I said, it's wide open right there. The lake back there, just high winds. Alright everybody, I'm gonna get this all cleaned up and talk to the homeowner here. See you later. You can see the installer got the nails in their nailing zone, but there's only just that little bit of double lap. If you know, you know. This is the nailing zone. That little half-inch piece right there is the double tab. The tar line hasn't even started grabbing. I mean, it's tacky now, but I got it turned over. But it hasn't got any granules or any separation marks where it split off the other side. It's like it didn't even start